from the palarong pambansa. Meantime, Michelle Cobb will get us going here for game number 2 of match number 14. Buitre pops it up. They open up to Molde. Long rally right away to get us going. The captain of LaSalle finds a donut hole right away.
After Buitre going for a dig on a power hit from the opposite, Descheng knew that she was on the defense, but just went for a tip shot.
It's always dangerous when you're going up against the defending champions, and more specifically LaSalle, when they're coming off a defeat or a game that they won that felt like a defeat to Coach Ramil Dlsu, right?
Definitely, that's what really happened last season with Adamson. After that match, LaSalle was just really on a warpath.
Yeah, so they're expecting LaSalle to be sharp today. In the meantime, speaking of LaSalle, let's go to Ayana Perlas.
Yes, Boom and Doc AJ, earlier you talked about May Luna's injury, and yes, as we can all see, May Luna's wearing a face guard for today's game. Unfortunately, the veteran spiker experienced a hard fall during training a day before the NU game, now which caused her left cheek to swell up. Though despite this circumstance, May continued to train and played against the Bulldogs and still managed to be the top scorer of the team. Doctors cleared May just last night, so let's see her shine again in today's match. Back to you, Boom and Doc AJ.
Thank you, Ayana. And you see her face a little puffy. It's because of that left side, which is swelling. She already had that cheek injured, as Ayana mentioned, when they were playing against National University. Pero hindi pa ganun daw kasakit, hindi pa ganun kamaga. And there are some injuries like that, lalo na kung
Delayed onset.
Diba? Delayed onset. Lalo na in terms of when you're playing, and sometimes that's when the pain really comes in.
Actually, it takes around 24 to 48 hours after the injury. So in the case of May Luna, kung fresh pa lang yung injury during that NU match, siguro nadala pa ng adrenaline kaya hindi niya pa napipil.
Right. Ogunsanya. So, UP straight to 2 straight points, and the reason why they're cheering, Maris Layug, she had 4 consecutive service errors in their last match against UE, and then finally she made one, and now the crowd really just cheering her on, giving her confidence. And speaking of UP, may balita tayo kay Sam Corrales.
Yes, Boom and Doc AJ, the 1-week break from the UAAP allowed the Lady Maroons to fully recover and regroup so that they'll be 100% as they go up the defending champions today. Coach Wu was actually very hopeful that the team prepared well for today and said that, it's not about skills, it's a battle of the mind. He also believes that the team just needs to maintain their positive celebratory attitude on the court and be mentally tough as they battle LaSalle. Back to you, Boom and Doc AJ.
Thank you very much, and I think that mental toughness part was missed, especially with Aiel Estraniero out nung, when things got really sticky, so to speak, against the UST Golden Tigresses team the last time out, as LaSalle now is ahead 5-2. Still no sign of Justin Dorog here for UP.
And even if we know that Sotomil is equally talented in terms of the setting position, iba pa rin pag if there's a veteran setter in the team.
And remember, Sotomil is, other than highly regarded in high school, she's going to be taking over this team next year. This is Aiel's last year. So understudy na siya, and an active understudy.
As will be very prime for next
Number
for sure.
17.
Especially if they make a deep run here in season 81. Okay, I want to ask you a medical question.
Yes, go ahead.
Food poisoning.
Yeah.
It's different from different people in terms of recovery. What is the average number of days that you can recover from in everything, hydration, getting your fluids and nutrients back?
Well, I had a bout of food poisoning just recently, like 2 weeks ago, but I just needed IV fluids. But usually after hydration, it still takes around 2 to 3 days to be fully functional.
Especially strength-wise?
Yeah, strength-wise, definitely. Even me, it took me like 2 to 3 weeks before I can recover to lift the kind of weight that I'm used to lifting prior to poisoning. But it's there's a certain duration talaga. You can be functional already in 3 days, but it would take weeks to recover that strength fully.
Now, one of the things that I also said in that match against UST, that they missed was her serving. That's another thing that they missed against UST. Ayel's serving is solid. It's easy points, it's free points, and they could have gotten over the hump. But, I mean, all credit to the Golden Tigresses because they played so well in that match. As this rally is going on still, it's in the side of LaSalle. Luna. UP has caught up here, 5-all. No check? No, there is a check, according to James Oliver Mora. So UP down 4, now up 1, courtesy of Isa Molde.
I think it's a net violation to be called.
Was it?
Okay.
Okay. A scrape of the net. I ask about the food poisoning thing also kasi iba yung kunwari mag-recover yung hindi athlete, iba yung sa athlete naman.
Definitely, because there's more demand for the athlete because their hydration should be really on point because there's too much demand on the body.
Optimum, ano? Free ball. Akunsanya puts it away. What a story also for this girl. Out of the lineup already a couple of years ago, comes back, becomes a starter, and now a solid solid contributor for LaSalle. Des Clemente is now frontline for LaSalle.
Actually, in their game versus NU, even if Des Clemente took the honors as being the breakout player of the game, Mogunsanya was there in the top 4 scorers for the team. Because, as I've noticed, Michelle Cap has been very distributive in terms of her sets throughout this season so far. And Mogunsanya has been really engaged in the middle.
7-6. 7 will be serving 6. Samote. Saga. De La Cruz gets it through. If Michelle Morente was going to play for LaSalle, would that opposite position would you think just a guess, would that go to Mitch?
With regards to experience, probably yes. Probably yes. Because iba pa rin yung galaw pag merong experienced veteran inside the court. But with the way De La Cruz is playing right now, it's all up for grabs. Actually.
Point for UP, courtesy of Tots Carlos. First technical timeout, set number 1. And UP has its noses ahead. Well, speaking of great high school players, Justin Dorog, who has had a great season 81 so far, now in her natural position as an open hitter. Doc, unfortunately, yun nga, nabanggay ng konti yung tuhod niya nung last game against UST. But as Sam Perales reported, nothing to worry about. And not just the UST game, but the previous 2 games of Justin. You love her spirit, you love her attitude, and you have got to love her game.
Also one of the power hitters for UP. But so far, Marian Buitre is a good substitute for Justin Dorog in terms of power. But we're yet to see the defensive prowess of Marian Buitre in terms of reception and floor defense because Justin Dorog, with her experience as a libero, of course, it has been a very big factor for UP when she was in the open position.
8-all after the technical timeout. Hikitan tayo dito as Des Clemente tips it for the point. May Luna. Protect her left cheek. Sa gitna. And it is Lyon who gets it through.
So this will really be a challenge for the Lady Spikers because UP is so far engaging the middles with Layug. So if Ayala Estraniero keeps that up, there are more players to defend for the Lady Spikers.
9 serving 8. Jump serve from Tots Carlos. De La Cruz taking it. Cobb for the 1-2. Over-received a little, so Cobb says, I'll drop it to the other side right away. Let's look at that again.
Excellent anticipation on the part of Cobb. Even with a pass too tight, at least she knew actually even before the ball was going over the net that the blockers were already set up the ball.
Pinawian. This is another battle that we're also very, very happy about. The battle of the setters here. Cobb versus Ayel Estranero.
That gets the crowd going, and you know how tenacious the UP crowd is.
They're engaged, to say the least. Cheng receives, gets it back. Goes cross-court. Sa gitna na naman binigay. This time, Layo connects again. That will do wonders for her confidence too. Not only on the net, but I'm sure even when she goes back to the service deck, AJ, you know this, you played your game. When one part of your game is humming, it brings confidence to other parts of your game.
Yeah, definitely. And we've seen it a while ago that she was very much more consistent in her service compared to the previous game.
And Buitre. Cheng. Altomea. Open. Ball there is checked. They go back row to Buitre. Bob. Cheng hiningi yung bola. Open again. Ball they will try again. Somebody scraped the net, and I think it is Ogunsanya. Joy De Imus, our second referee, caught that. Yep. 12-9. This is the biggest lead for UP after being down 4. And I think Coach Ramil is going to press the timeout button here, which is a rarity for Coach.
Lalo na ipagmamadali sa Blacky. Hindi naman kagad papalo yun eh. Question lang natin. Ang hindi tumatalon mo, kaya tatalon. Nauuna tayo minsan. Masyado excited sa Blacky. Gusto natin kagad umabot. Okay, timing lang po na gagawin. And then pwesto. Eh, hindi po pwedeng yun ng palo natin. Walang ka-power. Kailangan lagyan natin ng power. Pag alanganin, bigay kimay sa backline. Okay, susubal tayo ng palo sa backline. Eh, lakas. Hindi po pwedeng yun habang puro haba lang ng palo. Kailangan wide yung palo. So, tingnan mo yung tapik ng bola. Ready tayo sa mga tapik ng bola. Okay.
Sige, tayo naman.
Trying to stop the bleeding there, which Dlsu, as this lead is now at 3 for the UP Lady Maroons.
Coach Ramil asking for some consistency, but I like so far the strategy of UP for this rotation, knowing that there are only 2 spikers for the Lady Spikers up front in Ogunsanya and Cheng, so they're targeting a lot of the services with the seam between Cheng and De La Cruz. So if Cheng gets the pass, at least her timing is already delayed, making it easier for the blockers of UP to set up.
One of the intentions also for calling that timeout, other than just giving instructions and stopping momentum, it's to ice the server, and Buitre overshoots that one. As Tin Tiamzon is waiting in the wings also. He has come off the bench in all of the matches for Dlsu season 81 so far. Cobb delivers. A touch of the net by Estranero.
Touch violation.
Ayan yung katawan. Coach Gotti getting the clarification from Joy De Imus.
Because if she hadn't touched the net, that would be called an overreach violation of the Lady Spikers.
Ayan ang abangan din natin dito sa Lasal. You know, obviously one of the reasons for going into training after that National U match was to fine-tune their serving. And for Lasal, that service is very important. You know very well, Doc. Consistently, they're always up there, if not the best serving team, second best serving team. That's one of the 2 strengths that they've had over the years, blocking and serving.
And Cobb is one of the very deadly servers in the Lady Spiker side.
And that's why it really frustrated Coach Ramil, that match against NU, especially that second set. And we go back to that second set because, according to him, that's what gave NU confidence.
Lady Maroon.
Now it is UP's turn to call a timeout as LaSalle is already ahead here.
They're serving short and then long. So, like now, the light looks up long. Alright? So we go for that. We know what's coming. And then push the balls. The balls are not reaching. She's still struggling. Yeah. Or you have to take one step inside. You have to talk. But yeah, all the balls are not reaching. Right. So let's communicate. Yeah. Okay. But guys,
Let's go, bawi na tayo, ha?
we are doing well. You guys are doing well.
Very positive timeout by Coach Gotti, ending it by saying, you're doing well, you're down 4, you're up 3. Now it's a 4-0 run after Coach Ramil called the timeout to take the lead 13-12.
That run is very much responsible for that is the serving of Michelle Cobb. I remember in their game against Ateneo, she just, in that 4th set where after Ateneo just got a set against them, Cobb was just over Gandler in the service department.
Yes,
and
yes.
that early lead
Yep.
actually spelled the match already for the Lady Spikers.
She had a lot of those great moments also in season 80 where she was serving consecutively, acing.
There was a
one
match
after the
that
other.
they were down already, was already set point for their opponent.
Hinabol niya.
Habol niya.
The reaction from the crowd again after Layog gets that serve in. Cheng on the other side, underneath the ball.
No check.
So we're tied at 13. Sorry, check that. UP gets the lead, 14-13.
Yes, Cheng trying to go for the hands, but no check there to be called by the referee.
Concentration on the serve. 14 serving, 13, first set. Saga and Agunsanya able to find the angle on that one. Was that a miss-hit, Doc, or talagang linihis niya? Linihis.
Really went for that.
Yeah.
Probably a little bit missed contact with the ball, but the intention to go for zone 1 was there. Because she saw that the blockers were already bunching up to her cross-court attack.
Very smart play. Canaban hangs in the air. Saga will go back to the rookie, Jelena. Dug up by Tots. Babied by Molde, but I think they're going to call there. 4 touches? Yes.
Double contact.
Or a double
Violation
contact.
on the Lady Maroons.
Senyas.
Because there was no block, actually. The ball went to the net.
Yeah, not over. But they would have lost the point anyway there. So now it's 15-14. Nakapalitan lang tayo ng lamang. This time it is Des Cheng, the captain, on deck. Altomea taking it on the side. We have a timeout at 16-14. LaSalle takes over a 2-point lead. The Filipino-Nigerian, Ogunsanya. Lady Bulldogs, nabanggit ni Doc earlier, even if Clemente was the player of the game, having that breakout game, she, major contribution in that game.
Yeah, going back to that game, May Luna was the top scorer with 14, but Ogunsanya had 13. She had even more. She had one more point compared to De La Cruz and Cheng. So pretty well-balanced distribution by Cobb, but for the middle to be able to also contribute as much as the open spikers or the wing spikers is very much why DLSU is still very deadly this season.
Ogunsanya, of course, first game into the UAP season 77. But basically no court time for her, Coach Ramil. Then a year later, as I said earlier, taken out of the team. And then returns to the team in season 79. And last year, major contribution from Agunsanya. Now, obviously, with Baron out and Kiana D out.
Estranero.
Now, one of the main focal points of that offense. De La Cruz, return to sender.
At the net.
16 all, 2 straight points for UP.
Excellent anticipation in the part of Isa Molde. So trying to make up for some lost attack points in terms of her block.
TJ Saga ready to receive. The Ayel Estranero serve. Goes to May Luna. Ogunsanya. Buitre. Open. Molde. Puts it away.
Finally, a clean connection between Estranero and Molde. So far throughout the start of this set, they've been going for really shoot and fast plays towards open, which was heavily guarded by the Lady Spikers. But now, a clean hit coming from Molde.
5 points. Sa Molde, one of 3 players who got into double figures in their loss against the Golden Tigresses. Buitre, of course, Dorog and Carlos, of course, and the other 2. But just totally outgunned by the trio of UST the last time out. Another one, cross court, Saga pops it up. Oh, smart. Molde did not go for it. She set it up. Oh, what a dig by Cheng. Luna this time off the block. Estranero will go behind to Tots. Cobb. Free ball for UP. Sakit na binigay. Long rally here. Jolina. Easy take by Estranero. Balik kay Carlos, twisting in the air. Saga will underhand this one to the rookie. Rally is still ongoing. Altomea to Molde. Cross court, and it's wide. Oliver Mora is looking at the second referee and the linesman. Going to see if there's a check. Let's listen in. It's a check ball off Ogunsanya. Coach Ramil does not complain. Coach Gotti comes up with a smile. And it's a 2-point lead for the Lady Maroons. What a rally, Doc.
And good call coming from the linesmen. They were the ones who actually saw that.
Kasi hindi nakita ni Oliver. 6 points for Isa Molde. Back set. De La Cruz sends that baby home.
Jolina De La Cruz.
That is our Gatorade-fueled spike of the game. For the former Central Luzon standout.
Cruz breaking that 4-point run by UP. Well, let's see, another tough server in the part of the Lady Spikers in Oduke Ogunsanya.
17 serving. Carlos. Another check.
Carlos down the
3
line.
points for her.
And that connection with Estranero and Carlos from the left wing, even if she's relegated to the opposite position, she'll be hitting much from the right side. But with that connection in that left wing, and the ball was actually already too tight, but that's what Carlos just really wants.
Good serve, but Saga was there. Clemente gets it through, and it's a chance ball for the green and white. Cobb goes to the middle to Luna, and gets the point.
Luna.
Talk about the distribution of Michelle Cobb. Going to Clemente, going to De La Cruz. What a luxury if you're a setter. You got all these weapons at your disposal.
Ars Alba coming in for Jolina De La Cruz.
And Alba now will come in. De La Cruz, she will serve. And Michelle Cobb will go to the bench for Tim Tiamzon, who's in the front line with her batchmate, May Luna, and the one-and-done player, Des Clemente. So it's a full front line for LaSalle.
And an ace
Serving
for Alba.
at a premium in this match.
Right on cue, justifying the substitution of Coach Ramil.
All. Set 1. For the second straight time, she targets Altomea. And for the second straight time, she gets an ace.
A really gutsy move in the part of Alba to target the libero for the serve.
What about Coach Ramil also, as you see Fudgy Bar. O Bar sa saya. Lamang ang Lasal na isa. 6 service aces for LaSalle. Third straight Altomea error. 7 service aces did say, yan ang aabangan natin after that training session the last time out against NU. And Coach Gotti is going to call a timeout.
Lady Maroons.
Just show them that you're there because now we don't want to do receivers. Yeah. And they're fighting over the temple. So you move back, pretend that you're going to pass that ball. Right? And then you move back a little bit.
Coach, can we, Marian will get the short ball. Can we receive me, them, and
That's what I'm saying. So you move back. Right, so you get those balls.
Marian, kita.
I said before, they're just serving. So we have to pass. That's the only thing we need now.
Yes, coach.
All right?
Well, I didn't mention a while ago when we were announcing the starters is that the rotation of UP is, especially for passing and defense, is quite different because Carlos as an opposite hitter is also doing some passing when opposites are not usually passing.
Correct,
So
that's right.
So I think that's where the confusion is coming from in the passing formation of the Lady Maroons right now. Altomea is just wide open, so much court that she's covering, and Marian Buitre as another open hitter is not very much engaged in the passing formation. So I think that's where the confusion amongst themselves is stemming out from.
And players that Coach Ramil is putting in, Alba delivering, Tiamzon delivering, and what a run for them. And it's all from the service deck. Well, not necessarily an ace, but it creates a situation where they can score. It's 22 serving 19 all of a sudden. And it's a chance ball for LaSalle with a 3-point lead. Alba goes to Luna. Carlos. Saga was there. And UP stops the run. Dorog will come in now with a heavily wrapped left knee.
Justine Doro.
From that
in the
last
game.
time, she will replace Marian Buitre. Obviously still bothered, but able to play. Has been having a great season, 81. Alba. Chance here. Layo. Huling-huli ni Clemente.
Clemente with the block.
That is why she's two-time best blocker in the NCAA. Good anticipation on the part of Clemente.
May Luna now.
May Luna.
2 points away
to serve.
from pocketing set number 1. That was a solid reception there from Altomea. Saga. Tiamzon crosses it. Straniero. Too easy for LaSalle here. Cheng. Another spot. But Dorog was there for the pancake save. Alba chasing, and a chance ball given to UP here, who are down 3. They reverse it to Carlos, who puts it away. And a net touch was also called on Des Cheng. Coach Ramil will press the timeout button. He wants to make sure.
Timeout, Lady Spikers.
Okay, foreman tayo, nangangagaw, kaya nga hindi nakakapwesto, nasa backline yung center natin. Okay, relax lang pagka ganun. Sa side natin yung bola eh. Importante, magbasa muna tayo. Huwag tayo sobra-sobra mag-expect ng hindi naman pwede mangyari. Magbasa, depende sa situation na nakikita natin. Okay? Okay, ganito yung pwesto sa receive ha. Tingnan mabuti, foreman receive tayo. Okay, kailangan natin ha. Pagka hindi namatay, ito, front na yung setter, tingnan nyo mabuti. Saka magkamali ng receive, may over na naman yan, may sana naman tayo. Okay, ready tayo, yung dalawang spiker ha, si Carlos of the serve. Okay, ready?
Okay, let's go.
UP behind by 2. LaSalle will be receiving. And Carlos will be serving. Set number 1. 21 serving 23. Thanks for watching us on SNA and SNA HD and Liga
Serving.
HD live
Carlos.
from the Big Dome. And again, icing the server. So set point is on Des Clemente's hands.
The Lady Spikers now at set point.
Still target Altomea. Estraniero, that's still alive, and it's a new piece side now. That's a tough set. Great dig by Luna. And look at that dig. That serves up Tin Tiamzon for the set point. LaSalle was behind, but it was the serving of Marian Alba that got them back, got them ahead, and got them over the hill. Set number 2 is coming up when we come back.